Peace and blessings. I pray that this message is landing at the doorstep of your life at just the perfect time for us to be engaged in a conversation. And I know that you, me, all of us are working through a, a barrage of emotions as we navigate this new reality of life in the midst of a pandemic. And so, what my heart has led me to do is to talk to you every day for the next few days around all the different beautiful manifestations that are blooming from the darkness of this coronavirus. And today, I was led to think about a list of corona what ifs. And I don't mean what if in terms of a fantasy or even thinking about the past in a negative light. What if it didn't happen? That's not what I mean by corona what ifs. What I mean by corona what ifs is what if everything you have ever done in your life has led to you being adequately prepared for what you're faced with right now. And you might think, Sabrina, what are you talking about? I have no frame of reference for a pandemic. Of course you don't. We haven't had a pandemic in over 100 years, but we have had other traumatic life experiences. We have had other moments in which we thought we were alone. We have had other experiences in which our lives were in danger or the lives of others were endangered. And we've had to show up in ways in which we didn't even know we had the strength or the skill in which to make it happen. So while I'm sitting with you, I want you to think about moments from your past that may have been troubling, that have allowed you to show up in a meaningful way in the midst of this virus. And I will speak for myself. A couple of ways, a couple of different experiences that are coming up for me really, really strongly. One of which is the AIDS virus. And anyone that is of my generation who was an adult during the early 80s, well, early to mid late 80s of the AIDS epidemic, and you lived in any urban environment in the US, you saw the suffering. You saw the mostly young men at that time dropping dead in the street like flies. And you witnessed something that you had never seen before. I've been thinking a lot about that. One of my corona what ifs is, what if it didn't occur to me when the HIV virus hit people in my family and hit people that I love? What if it didn't occur to me that instead of turning my back to them, that I turned my full body and my heart to them and decided to shower them with love? I know the answer to that question. The answer is, if I hadn't decided to make that decision, some of the people who I know still today alive with HIV and AIDS would be gone. Because I was able to lead a charge with the people that I loved who loved this other people, and I said, we're not handling it like that. We're not going to turn our backs. We're going to shower this person with love, and we're going to help them heal. And that's exactly what happened. So even while you're listening to me, I want you to think about your what ifs. What happened in the past that gave you the unique skill to show up today in the present moment? What are those for you? I've been talking to my clients all week. We've been doing some virtual, we've been doing some live, and I'm getting all of them to realize, what if you hadn't done all this work on yourself? What if you hadn't taken the risk and shown up with your full courageous heart and said, I'm going to do things differently? What if you hadn't done that? And one of my clients I was just talking to earlier looked at that question and said, I'd be a mess right now. I would be a complete and utter mess. So I want you to think about your own what ifs. What if you did not take the time before this experience to say I'm sorry to that family member who you can't see now? What if you didn't put an extra $10 aside from your paycheck? What if you didn't sit and try to figure out how to work your laptop? What if you landed in this moment not knowing your own value and not knowing how much you are deeply loved? And what if you still don't know? Now is the time for you to assess what has not happened and sit with yourself and give yourself permission to make it happen now. It is not too late. Hope is still the medicine. So just for today, go out and make the amends. Go out and learn something new. Even if the outing is just in your own backyard. What if you didn't take advantage of the sweetness of this solitude to learn about yourself? So let me know how this works for you. Let me know about your own what if. And let me remind you that this is not new. That every generation has this experience. Something gets burned off and something beautiful blooms. So keep me posted. Go ahead and post them here in the comments. Shoot me an email. Send me a message. I'm here with you throughout this entire experience. Hope is the medicine. Peace and blessings. I love you.